Alrighty, guys, we're going back to some more Lost Soul Aside. We beat the game last episode, so I figured I would just do a quick little post-game video to show everything that is available in the post-game after you beat the, main story the first time around. But before we get into that, if you guys do like this video in the series, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, we have a brand new Discord down in the description below, so if you want to join the community, make sure to check it out. With all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into it. So I'll talk about where I am here in a minute, but first I'm going to start with a couple other things. So, very first thing that happens when you beat the game, well, first you get some arena powers, so let's quickly go use those since I did not use them at the end of the last episode. Got some level 3 here. I believe this is a level 3 Frost Blast, still won't be using that. But the other one that's actually really important is you lose access to those Celeria trinkets here. So the ones that made it so you do more damage and take less damage, they're gone now. So you cannot use them in harder versions of this game. However, you do get things like the Ring of Lording and the Ring of Supremacy, which are pretty solid. On top of that, I can show it off here if I just go build up some of my fusion meter real quick. You have access to every weapon. So I can still use my scythe. I can use all 4 of my weapons, all the weapons that I acquired throughout the game, all the lording powers that we have, or the arena powers we have. And then on top of that, when we use our fusion now, that we beat the game, we will go into that final, arena form here. So we can still use this and any missions or new games that we play, making the game just a little bit easier. So let's just go ahead and kill off these crabs. Again, I'll talk about these crabs and what we're in right now here in a second. So yeah, those are your minor changes. A couple things to look at. You do not get any new additional skill trees. So we still have the exact same skill trees we had at the end of the game. Go ahead and use these skill points just because there's no reason not to use them here. I will try to get all the skill points done. I'd like to fully max out the skill tree. Don't know if we'll get the skill points to do it, but we'll see how we look at the end of this episode, see if we can fully max it out. So, just going to use these real quick. This has nothing to do with the post-game, but figured I'd show this on camera just so we can see actually acquiring all of them. On top of that, as far as I've seen, you don't get any new items, any new materials, weapons. You don't get anything just straight up for beating the game, except for that Ring of Lording, which I do believe you get for beating the final boss of the game. But as far as I've seen, you get nothing else new. No new weapons, no new arena powers. Everything is still just these 4. Everything else is the same. However, you unlock a couple things here at Liana. So, and by a couple, I really just mean 2, which are the 2 big things here in this game. Liana might be broken here, which is a little unfortunate. There we go.
Thank you.
So, the first thing is right here at the Dispersed Dimension. So, I've been talking about this whole game, but we finally have access to the boss rush. The way the boss rush works is you go and beat 3 enemies back to back in order to unlock the next boss rush and so on. So I'm only going to show off probably 1 or 2 boss rushes here, but I will go ahead and start with this one just to show off exactly what it is. So I've already done Ancient Trial. The reason for it we'll get to here in a little bit. So let's go ahead and do the Colossi next. We're going to be fighting the Fire, Ice, and Lightning Colossi basically back to back with no healing in between. I say basically back-to-back because you'll see here we do get a quick break between, but I don't think we actually heal from it. So let's go ahead and switch to our Scythe because I do like using the Scythe. We're going to go ahead and use all of our abilities to try to beat this Fire Colossi, which I think is the most annoying and probably going to be the hardest without being able to heal. Yeah, I'm already on fire, which is incredibly unfortunate. And I thought I even dodged out of there too, which is wild. Because we can't heal, so we could just lose already, which would kind of suck. We'll see here, though. I might get lucky. Nope, I already lost. If you catch on fire here, it's basically game over, so let's go ahead and retry that. Crazy that we lose to the Fire Colossi immediately. And of course, because it's a boss rush, if you lose to any of these Colossi, you do have to restart from the very beginning. Let's just go ahead and preemptively run, since we know he's going to do this Heat Wave attack. Something I did notice is that when you're in your fusion form, you actually heal. So I'm going to try to hold off on using my fusion form until we get to a point where I need to heal. Because right now I don't need to heal. I'm basically at full still. It's probably best to use whenever, if he catches me on fire. Whoops, missed that. There we go, got the counter. So yeah, your form of healing in these boss fights is basically just using your fusion, which is crazy because the fire doesn't seem to go away very quickly. So you're kind of stuck with a ton of fire buildup on you. Go ahead and do a ton of damage to this guy. Go ahead and go fusion now. Just get a little bit more damage off when we go into the combo finisher. Oh, that's crazy. I didn't get the combo finisher there. Weird. I wonder if it's because I pressed it as I was going fusion mode, so it didn't count. Also, I haven't really proven if I heal off that, but it definitely feels like whenever I was doing the first boss fight, it felt like I was getting heals. This might suck. I might lose here again because, again, the fire is the worst element in the game, and without being able to use any potions here, I might just die to it. So let's see. Yep. We're going to go ahead and throw an equipment on. I'm not going to keep losing to this Colossi when I'm just showing off boss rush mode. Let's go ahead and throw on our... I don't need gemstone badge anymore. Which one's the one that gives me resistance to fire? I know there's the one where increased resistance to all elements by 1. But isn't there one? I thought there was one that like, yeah, increased burning damage by 15 and burning resistance by 1. I'll probably just keep this on then. Resistance to fire D. I am assuming that based off the fact that there's a D rank and then a C, B, and A rank, we're probably going to get equipment or even maybe our weapons are going to give us resistance to fire because that's really the only thing that would make sense is if you're going to have the resistances be ranked, you're probably going to have ways for you to get more resistance. And as of right now, the only way I have is like my 2 pieces of equipment, which means I couldn't even get that high of a resistance anyways. I might die immediately here too, which is going to suck. Yeah, because we're already burning. Let's see. We might have to show off not the fire colossi. I'm going to be honest, guys. Burning has been like my biggest nemesis in this entire game. And I don't really know why. It's just like it has absolutely destroyed me this entire game. It's funny, I beat the other boss rush in like 3 minutes, and the highest reward was a 12-minute timing. So like the first boss rush I did just to get to these colossi, I absolutely crushed. So like the only reason I'm losing here though is because the burn. If it wasn't for the burn, I'd be totally fine. For the finisher, probably just use the fusion as soon as I get it here. Because again, I think I heal off of it. That sucks. Every time I use the fusion, he pushes me away from him. Something is definitely letting me heal, but I think it's the fusion. It told me whenever I unlocked it. I just don't remember what it said. There's the ow. Once we get past this one, it's smooth sailing. I don't think the fire or the ice or lightning one are going to be too big of a problem. Lightning one might give me a little bit of trouble, but as long as I keep dodging, if I get electrocuted, I'll be fine. So it's the first one. When you kill one of them, your timer in the top left stops, and a portal will appear right here in the center. Lets you go to the next fight, and as you can see, I think I got a little bit of HP back there, but like, not a ton. I think this one's weak to fire. Yep. Let's go ahead and throw my fire scythe back on. Just go straight for the fusion. Trying to hit me with the ice already. Got all 3 sides getting thrown at him. For whatever reason, I feel like I'm really good at fighting ice enemies. More than I am fighting, and I think it's partly because I'm not really scared of the ice status effect, but I just feel better at fighting these guys than I am at fighting electric or fire. Fire is definitely my worst, but again, that is mostly because of the fire element being built up on you. Especially in events like this where you can't heal. We'll try to hold off on using my ability until we get to the next boss, just so I can get it a little bit quicker. Dodge away, dodge away, dodge away, and throw my scythes. They're the ball attacks, but again, just keep dodging. Oh no, I got hit with ice. Ow, that actually is bad. I didn't want to use that, but I wanted to finish that guy off. Teleport through. Which means the next one's also going to be weak to ice. Let's go ahead and throw that on, because that is my strongest, my strongest one, but mostly just because I've actually put equipment on it. Here we go. Lightning one was the first one I fought, so I don't remember exactly how we fought it the first time. So you can do the same thing where he, lightning bolts right off the bat. And we got the counter. Learn from that ice guy that they can do that. Shouldn't have done that there, but that's fine. Should have waited to use it, but... And get the combo. Okay. Sometimes I don't get the combo finisher. So you can do the yell thing again. No. By yell thing, I mean like the effect around him. Interesting. Countered. Do the slam. Get the fusion. What was this again? I don't remember that attack at all, but guess it doesn't matter. Oh, yes it does. Yes it does. Holy. I might have lost just from that. Yep. But we'll go ahead and restart that. I won't make you guys sit through it again. I'll just go ahead and get to where I finish that guy. Coming up on the end of this guy. It's crazy. I would have beat him the first try if I had remembered that lightning ball attack hits the entire arena. So he's probably going to do it again right here. I don't think I need to be too worried until he throws it. He didn't even throw it this time, so that's crazy. Maybe I had actually never seen that attack before. No, here we go. Now he's throwing it. We'll just go ahead and run back. Just hits that little area. Just gonna let this run out, run its course. I'm sure, yeah, he's gonna do some lightning bolts. Ooh, boy. As long as you keep dodging, these guys really aren't too bad. These Colossi enemies. And there we go. For beating them, you usually get some potions, as well as the rewards for the time limit. So I beat it in 12 minutes there. So I get the rewards for all of them. The potions were the rewards, but from what I've seen, typically they're potions. And you do have to go down the list. Usually, I believe this is getting from easier bosses to harder bosses. So if we go check again,
let's get a record of this.
We can go down to the dispersed dimension. And we can see here, now we have the Sky Mirror Calamity, which will get us, we have to fight the Soul Devourer, the Raging Soul Devourer, and the Ancient Mecha. Honestly, it might even be worth doing one more fight, because I see what the reward is, which is balls. So, you know what? Well, let's go ahead and do Sky Mirror Calamity, just show off one more. And then after that, I'll go ahead and cover the other massive, like probably bigger than this, thing that gets added. So, starting with this guy, I don't think this version of him is going to be too bad. I think the Frenzied one's probably going to be harder. But I don't know, it's been a while since I fought it. I mean, we did technically just fight it in, like, the final mission. But that was a version that we were insanely powerful for. I'm pretty sure Balls is just going to wreck this guy. Well, it would have been if they all hit. And then go for the finisher. It's such a cool finisher, too. You just, like, rain down a beam or a laser from the sky. Super sick. Jumps around. What was this guy called? We actually, like, we never learned their names while fighting. I'll have to check what the name was on this guy. Because I always just called him Behemoth. But, like, he's not a behemoth. I also think I've said this. Final Fantasy might have the copyright on Behemoth. So I don't know if anything can call an enemy a Behemoth. I mean, clearly, like, the Bible has the copyright on it, because I believe that's the first time we saw the word was in the Bible, but Final Fantasy might have, like, the fantasy Behemoth copyright. No, because I guess... No, but Diofield Chronicle was Square Enix, so... Here's the next one, the one with the sword. The one I think will be a little bit harder. There we go. I think we just got to get the counters, though, and it's not going to be too terrible. The second phase is going to be the harder one, because this first phase gives me a ton of counters. The second phase, I don't remember many, and I just remember it scorches the earth a lot. Don't think it applies fire, but it does scorch the earth. And then this attack sucks when he's in his, like, souped-up sword form. Remember, all of this is just for increased balls, because I'm curious how much it'll do once it's stronger. Probably should have gone into fusion mode there, but that's fine. We'll go into fusion as soon as we... Yep, just hit him the first time. There we go. Well, that sucks, because we're pushing him into phase 2. And I wasn't ready for it. See, but this is when it gets crazy, because we just staggered him as soon as he came back. That's wild. And I think it's because the explosions, I think it's the same with the beams. I think any AoE damage attack counts as multiple triggers of the dodge. So I think it counts as me dodging 3 times, basically. Which is absolutely insane. Go for the stagger. We'll go ahead and go into this because we are about to break him. There we go. And I'm not even going to use balls here because I don't think we need it. I'm pretty sure even if we don't kill beforehand, we'll kill right here. We go for the finisher. Yep, there we go. And I do believe these scale to whatever level you're on. So I'm currently on level 12, which means all these enemies are level 12. But I do think if you were playing on, you know, level 6, they'd all be level 6. I think if you were playing on level 20, they would all be level 20 and so on. Also, why is it ending with this guy? I mean, maybe he was supposed to be harder than I thought he was. Because again, I thought this was one of the easiest bosses we fought the entire campaign. Mostly because his... a lot of his attacks are counterable and very, very predictable. Like, every single one of these is counterable. Oh, well, didn't get it there, but I think I got hit by that bubble thing. Go balls. Yeah, he's already down 2 parts of his health bar. I didn't get the finisher there. I think I could have probably taken him down to the final health bar there if I did. Is this where you can do, like... Yeah, the thing where I just run around and dodge. Yeah, because I do this. Well, maybe I should be paying attention. First time I fought this guy, I was able to just do that. But he's hitting me, so I don't exactly want to lose right now. That would suck. Oh yeah, this attack. I forgot. I need to dodge this attack. I didn't forget I have to dodge an attack, but forgot about that attack. No way. I might lose here because he's doing this a second time. Uh-oh. This is actually maybe really bad. Oh my god. Please let me out. Oh, I might lose here because of these spinning blades. Oh my god. There we go. Oh, wow. A little scary there. I got a single skill point for doing it, but I did get the upgraded balls, so a little bit stressful, especially on those third fights, because you can't heal, so you don't want to have to replay through that whole thing. But again, I did that whole thing so that way I could get the Crystal Blast. Final version of Crystal Blast. I'd love to get the final version of Stellar Guardian and Mountain Break, but I don't know where they're going to be. The one thing I do wish you could do is I wish you could, let's go look at it real quick.
Get a record of this.
I wish you could, like, go down and see all of them. But unfortunately, you can't. If I wanted to, I could fight the Will of the Empire, which is Vesper, Victor, and the Emperor. Don't want to, but yeah. This is the entire boss fight. You can also play it on different difficulties, but we'll get into difficulties right now. So that was Boss Rush. Looks like you can get some outfits from here. You can get some energy or some arena powers from here. If you guys do want to see more videos on this covering just these different boss fights, let me know in the comments. I'd be more than happy to, but I don't think we should make an entire video just on boss rushes alone. But the second thing that it gets unlocked, and this is the biggest thing possible, is this stage selection. So we just played the entire game on normal mode. You have to play on normal mode in order to do anything else. Once you beat it for the first time, you unlock hard mode. Hard mode is basically the same game, the same story, the same bosses, same order, same everything, but a little bit harder. After we've beaten hard mode all the way through the exact same stages, we unlock nightmare mode. Basically, it just gets harder and harder each time, and the levels keep going up. So we're in Chapter 1. I went ahead and beat the prologue just because there wasn't anything there. We're now in Chapter 1, Mount Salvation, which is the first place where we actually fight bosses. That'll give us rewards, and we're just going to go ahead and go through this. I'll probably skip around a little bit. I've went ahead and loaded in. All you gotta do if you ever want to go back to, so if I wanted to go back to normal, I could just go load up any missions here I wanted to. If I wanted to go replay other missions, I can just from stage selection right here. So again, we're in the hard mode version of the Mount. That's why we fought those level 12 crabs. We're basically just going to run through here, defeating everything we can. I'm going to skip every cutscene, because the big things I want to show off is what the bosses give us in the second time we beat them. Because we know that there are still over 30 weapons to collect. And I do want to just show that off. So yeah, these are level 13 enemies now, because we technically just hit the new, like, enemies. The crabs are still level 12, because level 12 was the prologue. But, you know, nothing really happens in the prologue. So go ahead and defeat these guys real quick. And then we're just going to go through basically a boss rush of gauntlets. So after I fight these guys, I'll probably just come back once we've, there we go. Now they're going to fuse into their form, which it is slightly different. Another example I'll give is in the final fight of the prologue. Originally, you just fight one of those Knight Voidraxes, but in the redo of it, you get to fight some of the sword ones, like the big ones I like to fight with like the giant heads that explode. You fight some of those. You fight some other Voidrax. You fight like 2 or 3 different Knights, including some Elemental Knights. So that was slightly different. Same with, I'm assuming these harder boss battles will have different effects, but you just saw right there, they actually didn't start in their boot form. They started in their soldier form. The chests do all respawn. I believe they're in the exact same place, and usually you'll just get some potions, but you'll also get more gold from it. So I'm just going to go ahead and run through here. I'll show off any memorable fights, but I will see you guys when we get to the first boss fight. Another thing is that these blue lights do in fact respawn. So you can go ahead and collect the skill orbs that they would originally generate. However, there's not really a reason, because at this point in the game, you're probably going to be getting... You're going to finish your level ups after, like, one mission, probably. Unless you've just been completely ignoring the chests and the challenges, you're probably not going to need all these at respawn. So, here at the Golden Lion boss fight...
I must be out of practice.
Again, I do think it is basically the exact same boss fight. You can see here he still has only 1 health bar. I actually did just... This is the reason I didn't want to show their boss fight, the boss rush, because I was like, we're about to fight these guys again, so I figured it wasn't going to be as fun as just showing off some of the other bosses, because this is going to be technically significantly easier than the boss rush, because the boss rush, I can't heal. Here, I can heal. I did finish their boss rush in about 3 minutes, though, defeating all 3 of the lords. So maybe it didn't really matter. Maybe it's still just easy both ways. But we'll go ahead and do our finisher.
Let's do this together.
Get my sides built up. And then he goes for the ball attack, but I don't need to worry about that. Ooh. Could have got the dodge there. But you can see I'm still at full health, and I've definitely taken hits. That's why I'm pretty sure this form heals me. Otherwise, I wouldn't be at full health right now. But I'd have to go rewatch the explanation. I guess I could just go read the tutorial menu to see what it says. To see if it says we heal off of it.
How about this?
But I'm just going to keep rolling with it because, there we go. This gold lion defeated. But more importantly is the rewards we get for beating Gold Lion this time.
What? You will be Aramon. I don't know. We can. Of course. Do you really? A large and yet no need. It has been. Oh. You should go and
Really? So it looks like we didn't get anything from this Gold Lion. I believe those white pages respawn, but they're the exact same as they were before. So Gold Lion didn't give us any new equipment. I do know that some of these bosses do get us new equipment. It just might be like fewer than the first time around. So let's go ahead and go through here. And then I'll see you guys at the proper fight for the Rose. Because, of course, we chase her down for like a mile before we fight her. There we go. I'm not even going to rest. We have full potions. Let's go ahead and hop in here.
How tedious.
Oh, she is weak to fire. Totally forgot. Let's go ahead and swap this back to Verity.
If you don't want to voluntarily...
She's actually the last boss you fight in the boss rush. I guess that means they consider her more difficult than the wind one that you fight after this. Because, yeah, you fight her at the very end. Probably because she has 2 health bars, I believe. The wind one only has 1 health bar. Or, she has 3 health bars, but she has 2 of those, 2 of the shield things. She also has a second phase, which I don't think either Goldhorn or the wind guy have. Yeah, because she has this phase, which I totally forgot. How you get through this easy is just attacking this sword. So and then you immediately break her. I had a little bit of a harder time in her boss rush. Definitely could have beat it quicker because I forgot you could just shatter that sword. So instead I ran around dodging her attacks for like 45 seconds.
lend me your strength. That was close.
Easy counter. Go ahead and do this just because I think she only has the 1 phase change. Ow.
Smart move. Good job on that block.
Easy counter. Yeah, I don't think she phase changes here. No, she doesn't. Okay. It's just that first time. I do think she's going to do that attack again, but it doesn't actually... Yeah, she just comes in here to do it. It doesn't count as a phase change. So, just got to get in there and break her thing. There we go. Well, that sucks. Not going to get a lot of damage here, unfortunately.
Now it's my turn.
She's very close. Come on, we'll just do this. Get a quick fusion. Don't do it again. I thought she was about to. It would have been unfortunate for her if she did, because there we go. So that's the Rose done. I forget, Rose Queen? No. I don't remember her exact name. Looks like she also... yeah, it is Rose Queen. Looks like she doesn't give me a weapon either.
The life
It is.
That's...
nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nope, there we go. We get the Sharp Alloy, an enigmatic alloy tempered over decades by Voidrak's energy, endowed with the power to enhance weapon performance. So, if we... Can we go back to her? No, I think this is the boss you cannot... No, there she is. Okay. I believe if we return over to Liana...
After over 1,000... Let's get a record of this.
And I think it's in Liana's
Now you can
workshop.
build even better weapons. Don't forget to swing by.
No. Oh, here it is. Okay. So, what you do is you use your weapons and your alloys to make stronger versions of those weapons. They change appearances. You can see here our Sage's Offering goes from like a yellow to a blue, our Gold Rose goes from a gold to a red, and so on. You can do that with all the basic weapons. Then, after you've leveled them up one time, you can get them to their third level, which is their strongest level possible. So, you can also see here, if I go to the one I'm going to be upgrading first, which is Blizzard Fury. However, this costs Sharp Crystal, which I believe Sharp Crystal is only available in Nightmare mode. So basically, you go through hard mode. Every boss that would have dropped you a weapon the first time now drops you the Sharp Alloy. So basically, you get another 16 Sharp Alloys, so you can upgrade all these weapons. Then you go beat the entire thing on Nightmare mode, and each boss drops you a Sharp Crystal, letting you get the final tier of weapon. You also can see here, it gives different stats. So, for instance, the Blizzard Fury here gives you attack plus 70, gifted energy plus 64, and crit plus 6. And attacks accumulate the status element Frost on the target. I believe if we go, well, we'll just go ahead and upgrade it. We can go check it out here in a second. Here's my Blizzard Fury, which is my favorite weapon. We go ahead and hold X to craft. And there we go. We get our upgraded Blizzard Fury. And if we wanted to, you can see here Blizzard Fury 3 gives attack 82, gifted energy 73, crit 9%. So just gets stronger. So we go look at our equipment now. Our Verity, I mean, you can basically just tell here. The Verity gives 48 attack. And I have this buffed with stuff. But yeah, it goes up to 83 attack. So it's kind of nuts how strong it is. And we get the collection damage bonus plus 17%. As well as the weapon collection progress, 17 out of 48. So yeah, it's very strong. I don't think, unfortunately, it shows... No, there it is. Okay, so you can see the attack. The attack is 83, whereas all our other weapons are around, 46 to 50-ish range. And then our gifted energy is 69, whereas the other ones are about 45, 50-ish, as well as higher crit. So basically, just overall makes our weapon stronger. So I will go ahead and I will finish up this chapter just so you guys can see. So we'll go ahead and run through to get to the next boss. It's just cool as I'm running through here. I had mentioned that I look like Marluxia from Kingdom Hearts earlier. Wish I could pull my scythe back out just for free. Now I really look like him with this red scythe. I know Marluxia's is pink, but yeah, I definitely look like him with this red scythe. So just want to show that out real quick. Oh, whoops. Here's the next one. I forgot how quick this actually goes if you don't explore.
This guy's cranky when you wake him up.
This is White Cloud. The lords you have battled and beat so far don't come anywhere near his powers. You must be careful, Kazer.
Yeah, I'm sure he's fine.
I can sense it.
My sleep is not something to be trifled with.
Ow. Lord Whitebot actually hurts this time around.
Good job on that rock.
Yeah, try again.
Behold my power. You're going down.
Here we go. Use our balls. Use this. Does he have a face change? I can't remember. Yes, he does.
Now you have awoken. And awoken my anger.
Is this where he just throws his spear? I know he picks it up here. So this is like the version you fight in the boss rush. Is him with one health bar left, and he starts with the shield in the boss rush. Which is why you technically don't see a face change in the boss rush, because he's already done it.
How about this?
Ow.
Watch out.
This is an attack that's counterable, and I don't know. Yeah, I've never countered that. I remembered it being counterable because I was like, oh, I could easy counter that. Nope.
Like it.
I might have countered it my first playthrough, but I don't remember if I did. I personally think White Cloud is harder than Rose Queen. Ow. I just think his attacks are more, I mean, they're not sporadic, but they definitely feel more like almost random. But we're gonna do a ton of damage here, probably. And finisher. Ooh, not even a full health bar, huh? Made me a liar there. Ow. Was this the first boss I had to use a high potion on? He might have been.
Please. Let's get serious.
I have to use one again. And there's the third phase.
Now I am completely awake.
Oh,
Right here, right
there we go.
Lend me your strength.
Balls.
Please.
Slam. Finisher. Use this, get a little bit more damage. Ow. Come on, man. Just give up. Yep, countered. There we go. I believe he also, I think he gave us the frost weapon. So we should be getting a
You are not
shard from him as well.
Even I
am.
we must
Sharp alloy. And then we'll just go ahead and run through here to the final fight.
You're a void Drax.
I actually don't expect this one to give me much trouble,
You're welcome.
especially now that I figured out how he works.
I had my reasons.
It does make me wonder what your real motivation
Kazer,
is.
this way.
A mere mortal couldn't comprehend my plan or my motivation. That's for sure.
Cool, Arena. Stop talking. There we go.
What lies ahead? Want to record your story?
Get our heal. You know what? Sure, we'll go ahead and level up a weapon as well. Just because I'm showing off a little bit of what's here. The Honest Workshop.
What do you want to craft?
Let's do the not Verity. Let's do Sacred Mountain. This is the electric version. And of course, I'm gonna be doing the sides first. And here we go. This is the fight with Fake Arena. Should be way easier now that I actually know how this fight works. I've also fought a harder version of this fight, so...
I will not let you through. Never. How dare it?
Arena question mark?
The hubris. What is this creature? Is it the same as you?
Ooh, tried to get a dodge there, but didn't quite land it.
Of your own making forever. That voice. It's
Honestly, probably should have saved Fusion for whenever I was dealing damage to him after he falls.
how about this?
Just because there's not really much else I can do.
Incoming attack.
Was that not a perfect counter? No, it definitely was, but I think I still took damage. Another finger gone. Oh, whoops.
My attack doesn't work.
Oh, dodge, dodge, dodge.
Could a tiny human possibly damage a mighty dragon?
Okay, that was the end of that
Just a
one.
cheap imposter. I will show
Ow.
you what a real dragon can do.
Come on.
Break its energy shield.
I'm really bad at getting these dodges, apparently. Or counters. Which is wild, because I definitely didn't have any trouble the first... I mean, once I figured it out, I didn't have any trouble the first time.
Okay,
There we go.
Here's our chance. Attack.
Go ahead and use this while I can. Go Fusion.
Behold this power.
Let's try to get as much damage as I can. This is going to be probably a little bit of a longer fight, unfortunately. Maybe I do save balls for this, because this is the definition of large enemy.
Curse that high castle.
Nope, there we go. Got the first one down. Mirror fingers.
The energy is
I
gathering.
do not remember this attack.
It's not over yet.
So this is the power that
Oh, yeah.
covets.
If it were me, you wouldn't stand a chance.
Have I already done damage to this finger? What was that? That's when I was dodging around.
Please.
Come on, I want to counter so bad. Holy, man. I don't know when I got bad at countering this guy. I guess it has been a long time since I fought him. There we go. Did we get a weapon from this guy? I don't remember. I don't think so, because I doubt it would have given me all 4 weapons, or all 3 versions of the weapon, right when we got the, or before we ever even got the great sword. Go ahead and use our slam. I actually thought I broke the finger there for a second.
Watch your front! Kazer,
I'm dead, no! And there we go. That's him defeated. Just a long fight, so I decided to skip to the end of that one. It worked the exact same way I did it for the first time. And, there we go. Talk to Lord Buckhorn.
He has been
The void. That's right. Kazer.
and true.
Yes.
All right.
Get another sharp alloy. So he did give us a... Oh. No, he did give us a weapon the first time. Interesting. Did we really have all 3 elements before we ever got the greatsword? That's crazy. Skip ahead. Skip ahead. And before I go... Actually, we'll just go ahead and talk to her. Did you give us a great sword? I'm curious what we get instead. I doubt we get anything, actually.
Let us
Alternate that.
only
I can.
But we'll see.
And yet,
Don't give me like a... Oh, no. She just gives me the great sword. The basic great sword again. We'll go ahead and enter here into the very first, the chrono whatever dimension. Actually, I had a hard time remembering this when we were in here. It was like, it's chrono something.
So this is the
Chrono core.
It's not what I
And
expected.
so, we can go ahead and talk to Liana.
Feeling tired, Kazer? I never imagined.
Liana?
Mother says.
Yeah, we're shocked she's here.
Let's get a record of
We can go
this.
to our Liana's shop. I'm glad we can finally upgrade weapons. I was sitting here wondering for the longest time when we'd finally be able to get that. Increase Verity.
Remember.
And with that, I just want to show off, now that we've reached a new section here in hard mode, we're in the Chrono Core dimension, but if we want to, we can go back and replay Mount Salvation or Imperial Festival. And again, once you've beat all of these, you'll unlock Nightmare Mode, you'll unlock the 3rd tier of weapons, and on top of that, in the Dispersed Dimension, you have these boss rushes. You can get things like arena skills, as well as equipment, and as you can see here, you actually get outfits from completing these boss rushes. So, a lot of things to give you replayability. On top of that, I'm assuming once you beat the game on hard mode, you get the access to the hard mode versions of these bosses, because you can see at the top it just says normal. It doesn't even show us that there's hard modes, but I am assuming that we could R1 over to hard mode once we've unlocked it. But yeah, guys, that is everything available to us in post-game. If you guys do want to see me cover anything else, let me know in the comments down below. If you guys want to see me cover either a hard mode playthrough, maybe even all the boss rushes, just let me know. I'd be more than happy to cover that. Even if you guys want to see a nightmare mode playthrough, I'd be more than happy to cover that as well. But with all that, guys, I will see you all in the next Let's Play.